What's up, everybody? This is Coach Stefano from Stefano's Training Systems, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys some ideas on how to sharpen up your turning ability and a couple of my favorite turns. You guys new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, share it if you think it's worth sharing. Alright guys, check it out. So, the best players in the world, when they're dribbling, a way they beat a lot of defenders is just having a very good ability to change direction. Now, the change of direction, what makes it work is the degree to how abrupt you're changing direction. So for example, if a defender, right, is running alongside of you and you can quickly turn and start going the other direction, we have to remember that the defender can only react to what you're doing with the ball. They could try to guess what the future holds, but really to try to keep up with you, they're reacting to what you're doing. So if you can control the ball, you have the advantage here, right? Now, to make the turn as abrupt as possible, we have to make sure that our body is positioned in a way where it allows us to change direction and then start going in the other direction as quickly as possible. Here's what I mean by that. So if I'm trying to change direction and I'm up here, this is not as abrupt as I can possibly make it, right? And the reason for that is my posture is too upright. Now, especially if I'm here and I go to change direction, I get a little bit of a bump, I'm going to fall back. To make it even more abrupt, right, the idea would be to stay low and be in a nice balanced stance. Now, I always give this analogy to my younger guys, but it works for everybody. The 18-wheeler, when it goes to here and change direction, if it goes too quick, tips over. But if you have the low sports car, right, that sports car can come here and right away. So you don't want to be the 18-wheeler when you make a change of direction. You want to be the sports car, right? So as we go, instead of being up here, I'm down low, and now really quickly I get my body around the ball, and it makes it even easier to start going into that next direction, okay? So I talk about this in some of my other videos, and it's also in my book, Untold Soccer Secrets. It's on Amazon if you're interested. The power stance. On the toes, knees bent, chest over the ball. From this position, it's going to allow us to be explosive. It's going to allow us to have a low center of gravity and also very good balance. So if someone tries to bump me, I can kind of bump them back, okay? So now we're going to talk about some of my favorite kinds of turns. Start off, the very fundamental, the very basic or most basic turn there is, dribbling and turning with the outside and dribbling and turning with the inside. Now what I like about these is that you can enhance them, and here's what I mean by that. As I'm dribbling, I can make it look like I'm going to hit it and then cut it in both ways. Boom, I'm here, cut, I'm here, cut. Now because I'm changing direction very abruptly and the defender thinks I'm going to hit it, they're more likely to try to stop me from going that direction because there looks like there's so much happening here, right? Bang, yep. And then I could go quickly into the next direction. My second favorite would have to be the Cruyff. Some people call it a chop, but here's how I go about it. As I'm dribbling, I like to step towards the defender. That way it gives my leg the ability to block the defender and the ball some space. As I step towards the defender, I point my foot in this direction, and then with the inside of my other foot, I push it behind myself. Now a lot of people, they come here and they go for that chop. The reason why I wouldn't try to beat the defender with a chop when I'm just trying to change direction is because as I jump and hit it, there's a moment here where I have to land and then get back to the ball, which if you're just trying to change direction, that might make it tougher for you. Whereas if I'm here, I'm already going into my next move, okay? So the details again, I'm dribbling, step, block the ball, then push it behind myself. I'm here, push, and then we're going. Now, I'm gonna give you one that I don't like, okay? A lot of players, when there's a defender on their back or defender in front of them, they'll come here and they'll do what's called a step over, right? Bang, and then they try to go. Yeah, maybe that can work, right? But you have to admit, for a split second there, you're leaving the ball readily available behind you. I don't know about you, if someone said, hey, you do a move, it's a 50-50 chance the guy just kicks it away, but as you're doing it, the guy's gonna be able to see the ball and it's gonna be behind you. I'm gonna say, why would you sign me up for that? Take my name off the list, okay? So this is just my preference, but it kind of is logically backed up by the fact that if we're here and we go like this, we just expose the ball. So that's one I don't like. And then another basic one that we can use just to change direction is we're here, and as we go, we can just step on it and then switch feet. Here, step on it, switch feet. Okay? So those are 3 good change of direction moves. Emphasis on making it better, staying low, and make sure that as we change direction, our body's prepared to go in the other way as quickly as possible, and that comes from the power stance, okay? The 3 that I gave you guys were the outside one, back into the inside, Cruyff, and then I'm here with a nice pull and switch. And then I backed up my thesis here by giving you an example of what I don't like, and that's the step over where you leave the ball behind you, and then hopefully the guy ate the fake. But that's a 50-50 chance, and I don't do low percentage here. We do high percentage, high quality soccer. Okay guys, so if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, drop a like, share it if you think it's worth sharing. Also, make no mistake, this was done in one take. Keep it real, keep it simple. What is real cannot be threatened, in the world but not of it. Peace.
It's good stuff right there.